Hey Landon, Andy Taylor here, Red Rock Roofing, where we stand for greatness. I'm here at 10306 Poncha Pass here in Ken Carl. I'm going to do a quick inspection video for the roof and really just going to kind of detail what I see here. So first thing that I noticed as soon as I was getting up to the eave of the home is that the gutter is very stagnant water down here on the east facing part of this front. And you can see that the gutter does angle down there towards the end, but unfortunately right where the angle starts here is where the water stops and then funnels all here. This is about an inch full of stagnant water here. That can create bugs and problems for the home as well. Next thing I noticed is that the kick out flashing that used to be here for this to really funnel ice damming away from the home is not here on this, and the flashing is cut really low on this flashing here. Is probably letting ice damming get into this, and then you can see that the siding that's here is definitely eating away. Same thing's happening right here on the window part right there. You can see the silicone that's underneath there is actually starting to eat away. Well, with this, the next thing I noticed in getting onto the roof is that for some reason a few of these pieces here were cut and then placed and then siliconed in, and these look really awkward to a roofer, probably not to a homeowner, but I can see the repair that was done here. It's all right here. These shingles do not match the roof really at all, and I don't know if it was just the only thing that they could find in order to do the repair that's here, but this has a lot darker brown and a lot of blues in it, when this is more of a weathered wood kind of Owens Corning driftwood looking color here, and it just goes straight up to the ridge. The rain cap here on the flue pipe is loose and just completely moving around, as you can see, and because of that has created rust here on this spot, where of course at one time it looked like it was just painted over, but this needs to be addressed as well. The home has a ridge vent. It is a corrugated ridge vent, which being corrugated doesn't have an exterior baffle, so this doesn't create any sort of flow in the attic space, and actually keeps more stagnant air in the attic than it should. With a real ridge vent and an exterior baffle would actually create a convection, pulling air out of the attic and then a convection going around. I would have to assume that this one turtle vent that's left here is probably from the bathroom or some sort of exhaust from inside the home. So the back side is the original shingle, like you can see on the left side of this over here, and the big repair done there. The boot jacks still look like they're doing their job. One I noticed was on this south-facing slope in this triple laminate presidential shingle is that a lot of the edges here are frayed, and you can see fiberglass coming through. That's normal wear and tear, but surprised to see solar was put on top of that. Right here when I get by the chimney, it becomes very crispy of a shingle. You can hear my footsteps in the fiberglass underneath this, and I believe it's probably the heat from this fireplace that's doing that. Another gutter where the water is just stagnant on the one side. So getting up here to the top, again, a corrugated ridge vent across the thing. I mean, at least they tried, but you can see that when solar was installed, they might have done some things on the right side that they had to silicone a lot of these areas here and do paint. There's a metal piece under there that's definitely from solar, whether they started on this side or whatnot. But you can see the difference in color of the shingle that was done here. And this doesn't even complete across the edge to make it look seamless across the roof. Now, is the roof in terrible condition? No, it's a presidential. It doesn't have any hail on it. There's no real wind damage on this, but in my professional opinion, with the difference that looks, I mean, as soon as you pull up to the home, you could see it. Don't know if this shingle is just no longer available or if that's just maybe what they were able to come up with and did the repair real fast. So does the roof need to be done? For me, aesthetically, that's not very good. Has high profile ridge caps, which look nice, but over the proper ridge vent would be even better. So does it need to be done? Not absolutely no. It'll still shed water the way that it's supposed to. But I'll leave that decision up to you guys. Let me know if you need me, obviously, in the future to do any repairs up here. And I thank you very much for the opportunity to get out here, bring up to speed. Andy Taylor, I'm going to go ahead and sign off.